It appears Horizon Point Station is still in the process of being reconstituted. The rift itself is also more unstable than ever. As a result, landing closer to the location of the Protectorate's large-scale rift anomaly modulator is not possible. In order to modify it with the rift data you processed in the archive, you will need to travel to its location on foot and seize it from Protectorate control. The energy readings from the modulator can be traced to the Sovereign's flagship, Providence, hovering on the far side of the station. Hypothesizing. Given Protectorate hierarchy and the recent announcement about the Sovereign's mental refreshment, this is likely the Consul's doing. He will need to be stopped.
And I know just how to stop him. Get me close and I'll make it quick.
Intimidation is not required. Protectorate subjects are not programmed to question authority. Warning. The rift is growing dangerously unstable. Using the rift modulator on board the Providence is the only way to prevent certain destruction of the colony. While the Order and Auntie's Choice have sent their forces to assist you in intercepting the modulator, it will take time for them to navigate the station. It seems Agent DeVries is also here, Commander. She sent word that she, quote, knew you wouldn't be able to stay away either, and is ready to finish what she started. End quote.
Well, she better not get in our way, or we may just have to seriously reconsider your decision to let her live, Commander.
Once the modulator is secured, it may be used to close the rift and save Arcadia and all those in its orbit. There is minimal room for error, Commander. Good luck. Alert. Failure to match nearby hostiles to known Protectorate biological signatures.
There she is. The Providence. I'd have sacrificed pay to build a ship like that back on Triangle.
Rival. Eliminate.
Ready to waste it.
Hold your tongue.
Hey, got a distraction for you. Come at me.
Ready! Serving!
Inside vital stats have reached an alarming low.
N-ray. Exposure. Each of
Battery
vital...
overtime!
N-ray. Exposure. Undermining. Functioning.
For Gary!
Engaging emergency protocols.
I can't imagine a worse fate than forever hanging between life and death.
Horizon Point has suffered significant structural damage. Using the rift modulator is unlikely to amplify the deterioration.
Attention! This is your Auntie calling. Per our agreement, Auntie's Choice support ships, including the fine print, the contingency plan, and the upper hand, are headed your way. Order forces are on a similar trajectory.
Timing couldn't be better.
Exiting hazard radius. Status: alive.
That's Augustine's ship. Guess we're
Engaging hostile life forms.
Disruptive influence.
Give the order!
Invasive elements.
Emergency protocols ready.
Our boss.
This is Augustine DeVries,
What is it?
Walked here, walked there.
Rival. Eliminate.
Sequencing attack.
System modified. Non-compete! For Andy!
Seeking cover.
Ever vigilant.
Serving!
Agents, prepare for combat.
Bleed! For Gary! Better than overtime!
Let me know when you need a distraction.
Medics and pharmaceutical provisions incoming. And we're right behind them with a delivery of Auntie's Choice finest supplies. Soon you'll say, that is better than nature.
Forward! Forward! Destroy these abominations! Adjusting calculations. Hold fire on our allies.
Stop talking.
On your toe.
Enthusiastically neutralizing.
Combat.
N-ray. Exposure. Undermining.
All will pay!
Squaring up!
Your change!
N-ray. Exposure. Undermining. Functioning.
You're the one who forged an alliance between
Supplies and
Auntie's
medical
Choice and the
attention
Order.
are-
Why did you make me do this? Why?
That sounds like... Helen? No. No, it couldn't be.
Get away from me. See them? They were my teammates and they didn't listen neither. You'll end up just the same.
Helen? It's me, Niles.
Wait, Rookie? Commander? Is that you? No, this must be some kind of trick. Oh, what's happening to me? My skin, it's burning. I feel dizzy. Not right at all. Something was wrong with Sandoval and Jeffson. They glowed like they were aflame. They ran in, jumped at me, clawed at me. Oh, I had to kill them.
Oh, Helen. That's awful. But you were only defending yourself. I'd have done no different.
How do I know you won't turn against me as well? How do I know you won't come at me with murder in your eyes?
We'd like to help you, any way we still can.
You do seem like yourself, Commander. Can you tell me what's happening? I can't make much sense of things myself. Everything was fine. till the explosion. I was pinned. Fire closed in. I tried to move. I tried to find the rookie. Then the whole station shook and tore apart. And then... nothing.
She was alive when the rift engulfed the station. That's how she's here now. We could have saved her, Commander. We could have done something.
Wait. There was something else. Sandoval was yelling. DeVries wasn't responding to comms. What happened? Don't tell me the situation got too fluid for you, DeVries. That it?
Certainly not. I was focused on the objective, as every one of your crew should have been. Isn't that right, Commander?
Yeah. Something tells me that ain't quite true. Rift. That's right. We were here to investigate rifts. So why is there one in the sky? Why is everything destroyed? What's happening to me? And Sandoval? Jepson?
It's called reconstitution. The Protectorate are trying to put the whole station back to how it was before it was destroyed. You included. But it's failing.
So I've come back from death to some warped version of life? All because of some twisted experiment? Is that about right? You can help me, though. Right, Commander? You can do something to fix this. No, this must be some kind of sick Protectorate trick trying to break me, cut me from reality. I won't let you.
Easy, Helen. This ain't a trick. I promise you. Commander's just lost the plot. You know how it goes.
Pascal, stand down. I do not wish to fight you.
No, you're not gonna trick me again.
All you had to do was stay out of my way.
Wish we could have talked her down, but at least she's not suffering any longer.
Law! These soldiers look even more hideous than our grafting experiments.
Supplies available ahead, Commander.
You with Auntie?
Consider
Clear.
it payment for your
You
support.
may
You may approach, Commander. We've got supplies at the ready.
Initial observations conclude that the subject is suffering from multiple ailments. Just as I predicted, you appear to have suffered some trauma. Sometimes my own accuracy troubles me so. Any treatments or supplies you may require are complimentary at the request of our presiding bishop. May the numbers guide you. We shall stand by for further orders. Initial observations conclude that the subject does not possess...
Are you in need of any weapons, armor, or other supplies? The presiding bishop foresaw this. We are most grateful for your role in reconciling Auntie's choice and the Order. Please, take what you require.
Initial observations conclude that the subject does not possess major ailments.
There's the Providence. Oh, what a beauty. I mean, apart from the whole rendering space-time asunder. And look there. That rover looks inbound for the skip labs.
Spy movement!
Confronting threat.
You get the teeth! Get the sprats!
Hastening to cover. The relinquishing weapon.
Hazard benefits!
Why can't the Rift ever reconstitute anything nice?
That bridge.
Simulated activity.
Hurt. Like ready to waste them. On your command.
Warning. The rift ahead has absorbed plasma and should not be approached directly.
Haven't come this far just to give up. Let's look around. Gotta be some way to deal with this. Suppose this is a bad time to mention I barely passed my high-intensity arithmetic course at the Academy? Incomplete. I like a brain teaser as much as the next fella, but this might be beyond my skill set.
This appears to be a portion of the incomplete equation.
Awaiting orders.
Orders!
Like
Misunderstood!
Entering a confrontation. We have located the Sovereign's office. Searching for the equation here is a valid course of action.
Well, ain't that convenient. First nice thing the Sovereign's done for us. Best to get this equation inputted as soon as possible. Taking credit for someone else's genius? Can't say I'm surprised.
This is scientist Bernard Rand, sent to Horizon Point Station.
Rift neutralized.
Take a look at these readings. This isn't congruent with our observations in the laboratory. Our projections are off by orders of magnitude.
Sovereign save us. Montserrat's hypothesis was correct all along. The results from the experiments were faulty. Capture the readings. We'll let the blame settle as it lies.
Data retrieval complete. Let us hope the others return shortly.
Got my lamps on an unfriendly.
Engaging combat protocol.
Replenishing my fire alarm.
Hazard benefits!
Maintaining your battlefield stamina.
Where is our
Combat!
boss?
Hey! Got a distraction for
Is
you!
now the
Sorry,
property of
ain't
the
ready
Earth
yet.
Directorate.
Attention! Please report to intake for processing. Welcome aboard. Attention, crew deck. Intruder alert. Be vigilant.
Notice.
Oh, you're gonna regret trading blows with me.
Anomalous outlaw!
It's a corpse.
It is a privilege to die for the cause.
Serve it! For Andy! Factors identified.
I wonder how much your head is worth.
For Gary!
My favorite morally gray contractor. Join me. We have important business to discuss. Come, quickly now.
Well, glad you finally jimmied that open. Things are getting appreciably worse out there. We're running out of time to seize the rift and force it into corporeal insolvency. The presiding bishop wished for me to relay a message to you. Why she couldn't send her own courier, I couldn't say, but I'll attempt to simplify. The rift modulator is on the science deck, 1 floor up. Deck access is restricted without proper credentials. Imagine that twice as long and in the form of a distance problem. That means, of course, you'll either need to pilfer an access card, swindle some daft sod out of it, or find some other way around the deck restrictions. Well, I shouldn't know. Perhaps search the pockets of those you've killed, Or find an air duct to shimmy through, or a staircase to climb? Any more troops in here, they'd be tripping over one another. Don't you worry. These are the best paid closers in my fleet, and worth every bit. We'll hold here to ensure you aren't flanked by reinforcements as you delve deeper in. Don't fritter away your lives cheaply now. I've made a significant investment in you.
Greetings, subject. Please note that any attempts to haggle will result in an automated reprimand. Please make a request. Displaying inventory.
Subtracting.
Sequencing attack strategies.
Unctuous ne'er-do-well.
Guns cocked and loaded.
Fall apart.
What's going on down there, Deck 01? I saw an intruder alert. Acknowledged. This intercom is to be used for emergencies only. Misuse of this intercom will result in prompt arrest and correction of the perpetrator. Now, how can I assist you, Deck 01? Again? I shall send her down right away. But this is becoming a daily occurrence, and I will see such slothfulness reflected on her record. Exactly right. You think I enjoy sitting here, fielding inane requests day after day? But I remind you that gossip is strictly prohibited over this channel. Over and out.
Multiple threats and hazards identified ahead. Seeking an alternative to direct conflict is recommended. Confronting threat.
Anomalous outliers.
Contact. Reestablish.
Better than
Plasma
overtime.
tolerances exceeded.
Promoting.
Who's pain?
Providing a host of health benefits.
All will pay. Hazard benefits.
Ready to take the heat off you, Commander. Just say when.
Oof. Where's our boss?
Sweeping the area.
For Andy!
Contentment.
Bleed!
Quarry located.
All will pay!
Engaging hostile response.
Target lost. You think too much. Honing in on source.
Troublemaker approach.
Continue. Readings inconclusive. Cause unknown. Resetting.
Enthusiastically neutralizing unfriendlies.
Plasma tolerances exceeded.
Attention.
I'm here for my treatment, Doctor, but there's another pain that I can't take anymore in my mind. My fortitude and focus are weak. I fear my mental health may be slipping.
Processing mention of mental health. Error. Query not found. Please produce your need for
Protectorate or not, no one deserves this. Seems the console's surrounded by more than mere sycophants. Bad news for him, but good for us. Seeing evidence like this might dent the console's plan some, but I'm guessing he's far past reason. Look at the size of that thing.
You! I don't recognize you.
No way we're getting the...
I heard an alarm on the crew deck. Considering your manner of being, you wouldn't happen to know anything about that, would you? Those credentials do appear legitimate. Welcome, I suppose. I hope you're not expecting a grand tour. What exactly was it that you needed? I'm rather short on time, as a gander outside might tell you. Yeah, well, we all have urgent needs. And mine is to keep my lab, and hopefully the rest of this system, from falling apart. I need the modulator for my own analysis. You can wait. The IRC. I did not realize you were a colleague of sorts. We haven't shared much of our findings with your branch, I'm afraid. But our results do match. Raw data from whatever a rift engulfs is preserved, yes, but the essence of a thing is not. Like a sense of self, for example, is lost forever. Further, there is no proof that such data can be stabilized or even edited. The consul's plan is futile, completely. But he no longer listens to me, which is distressing. I've prepared a report for him showing how the very structure of the modulator makes what we're attempting impossible. But I doubt he will pay it much mind. Yes, but as I said, I fear the report won't do any good. It's clear you aren't bound by the same rules as the rest of us somehow. If he won't hear me out, perhaps a third party will have more luck. Here, use this keycard on the module over there. It will allow you to download my report and grant you access to the control deck. I hope you're able to sway him, because if you don't, we're all dead. A deck up in the control room. The console is the only one who has the means of controlling it, which makes your persuading him that much more necessary. Go now.
Attention, science deck. Authorized visitor aboard. Do not be alarmed.
Accessing report. Rift restoration analysis. Compiled by Chief Scientist Monserrate. Marked for delivery to Consul Thoreau.
Esteemed Consul, after much analysis, my conclusion is that the modulator we have worked tirelessly to build will not function as intended when used for reconstituting matter from rifts. Every test of reconstitution has resulted in demonstrable failure. Proceeding as we are now with Horizon Point Station will surely lead to severe, unanticipated consequences. The modulator is only effective at closing rifts from unsafe distances. Using it to close exacerbated rifts will certainly lead to the destruction of any vessel carrying it. Unfortunately, the data that we originally had hoped for, from the ancient rifts detected in the far reaches of space untouched by humanity, has not yielded any of its secrets. And we are now out of time. of our recent readings suggest that we're on the verge of losing control of this rift. I recommend diverting from our current plan before it is too late for Arcadia. I've included extensive notes and annotations appended to the modulator schematics to substantiate these conclusions. I know you will guide us wisely, my dear Consul.
Schematics acquired. However, the information contained here also indicates the existence of rifts beyond where humanity has traveled. This does not compute.
It's a stumper, all right, but we'll have to worry about it later. Right now, we should concentrate on finding the console.
Look at you, here before me. Surprised you could outrun these new legs of mine. They're what everyone's going to be wearing next fall. Well, I'm here now. Where's the rift modulator? No matter, dear. I see a data cartridge on you that wasn't there before. I assume those are the schematics. Did you find anything else of note? Appreciate your sand. You have exactly the sort of go-getter attitude I admire. Well, good news, go-getter. The consul's right there through those doors. Ready to go get him? You might be savvy enough to talk him down, but his type requires a deft touch. You'll need to break him down brick by brick. If you're too adversarial, he'll simply shut down. Certainly. The doubt you cultivate up front will make him more susceptible to what comes after. And in case you aren't quite as sharp as you appear, be ready to fight.
Not that the console deserves it, none. But if we can end things peaceably, we should try for it.
The more we debate, the more time we squander. We must resupply and shore up whatever defenses we have quickly. And if you've something to say to any of us, Commander, I suggest you say it while you have the chance. No telling what awaits us beyond that door.
Just goes to show, all the power in the world still can't protect you from a knife in the back.
Ah, Redactor Essman. Very punctual, good. Don't take a seat, this will be quick. My sentinels tell me you have some interesting ideas. Oh, easy, no need to break into a sweat. Interesting ideas can be useful in the right hands. Especially now that our partnership with the Order has become fraught. We may need our own version of their pacifying doctrine.
Oh, so I do have a germ of an idea. A less grand version of the grand plan. Instead of atoms and particles and such, it's made up of us. All doing our part, like cogs in a machine.
Interesting. A system where every subject believes they have a role to play. Enthusiastic obedience. Why, the Sovereign and I were thinking of this very thing. What should we call it?
Well, I'm not sure. It's still just a germ of a concept, of a hint of an idea, you see. It's a whole new way of thinking. A new model of society. Quite the paradigm shift.
Paradigm. Very good, Esmond. Say, you look frazzled, troubled by your own thoughts. Why don't you report to mental refreshment? My staff will personally see to your well-being.
Never would I ever have believed Auntie Cleo herself would walk through that door. But I haven't time to linger in the novelty. Sentinels, if you would.
Do I appear like someone afraid of a few guns? Give it up, Emery. You've lost this war. Have some dignity. You're coming off desperate.
On the contrary, this desperate action is what will save all of Arcadia and rid it forever of trespassers like you. Do not place his decision at my feet. I know it's difficult for the likes of you to fathom the concept of self-sacrifice, but he chose mental refreshment for the good of us all. And what am I to do but carry on his legacy? What am I to do but achieve what he could not? I don't doubt that, Commander. Yes, I know well who you are. In any other situation, I might be compelled to take you apart and see how precisely it is you operate, but time, it would seem, isn't on your side. You are a relic of an impotent institution, propelled forward by nothing more than luck and foolhardy metal. Indeed. Rarely are there enough measures to keep the most tenacious of sprats from gnawing their way in. I've been following your progress closely, you know, since you so unceremoniously caused our Vox relay to crash into Westport. When you began your dealings with the Order and the Corporatists, I thought that perhaps having a chaotic element in their midst could work in our favor. But now you're here, scurrying around my ship and attempting to thwart the Protectorate yet again. You think yourself clever, don't you? The Sovereign is indisposed, leaving myself as the sole custodian of Arcadia. What's his is mine. And the victory I inevitably clench over you, over anyone, will be his in turn, even if he's not here to bask in it. Such bravado is unbecoming when you can't make good on your promises, Commander. Tell me, did you manage to stop us from bringing your peace talks to a swift end? As I recall, Greater Tranquility was reduced to little more than mangled ruins in a single moment.
You used the peace talks as a test run for this.
It was a modest success. I had hoped it'd hobble Auntie's choice in the Order once and for all, but it has proven to be a valuable lesson in patience. I was able to buy the time to enact the very plan before you. Though, judging from that vacant expression on your face, it would appear you've no idea what I intend. It's only a crime in your estimation. When one clenches a decisive victory, who among the living would dare complain about the methodology? Using the very rift modulator on this ship, we will destroy Arcadia and edit the information stored within the resulting rift, all to reshape our colony into its perfect form. Horizon Point's destruction all those years ago was a tragedy, yes, but without it, we might never have opened our eyes to our true purpose and the possibility of Arcadia's rebirth. When the matriarch discovered the first skip drive, she set us on a course to elevate humanity. We're now writing our path, and I will do my part as the architect intended. Intrepid, aren't you? Well, what's relevant is what came after. Our matriarch dissected this skip drive technology, learned its secrets, and enabled us to produce them en masse, which eventually led to the manifestation of rifts. But it was not until well after Horizon Point's untimely end that we understood the opportunity gifted us. The opportunity to reconstruct the colony in its perfect form. It is as the Grand Architect designed. And believe you me, I've no intention of letting you thwart our securing of a better future. One free of doubt and greed. It's your time that's running out, not mine. So go on, tell me all the ways I'm wrong. Better yet, tell the whole room how His Eminence, the Sovereign, was wrong. This was originally his plan, after all. I am merely a partner seeing it carried out. Do not presume to tell me what is or isn't the truth. I was advisor to the original Sovereign. I know the mind of a true leader. This is the path Henry should have taken. Yes, of course we argued over methodology. Henry was always too stubborn, too focused on the past to understand the opportunity before him. I regret that he had to make such a difficult choice. That one of the matriarch's heirs is not guiding us. But he needed to look beyond himself, like I am doing now. You just come and go as you please, do you? I ensured he would have a handler by his side if any assistance was needed. And I understand that it is, which is regrettable. But fulfilling the Architect's plan is worth the cost. Henry would agree. The people would agree. Yes, well, we also lost the support of the Order. But can one truly call that a loss? We would have drowned already in the seas of war with the weight of their inaction around our necks. The same can be said for any subject who wavers. They are dead weight, and we must cast them off straight away. In the war and leave those naysayers behind, harsh action will be swiftly forgotten. And once I provide for the needs of my subjects, I will have them forever. Indeed. That's why my strongest supporters wholeheartedly believe in me, and the Protectorate cause. Did you? Well, it appears we will have to expedite that malcontent's trip to Placid Waters once this is over. No matter. Thanks to the Rift Modulator, I now have the power to reverse such doubt. The Protectorate will be a united front once again. Untouchable and wanting for nothing. So you say, but you've yet to deliver any compelling evidence.
Though it matters not, you've little chance of swaying me. I am doing what I must to restore this colony to what our matriarch envisioned. Free of war, strife, heresy. You will not distract me from taking what is owed to us. I will not be lectured by an outsider. It's just like the Earth Directorate, or any other interloper, to claim to better know the customs of those they invade. Certainly if you had your way, you would claim Arcadia as yours, and rewrite history to suit your own aims.
It's true. Your matriarch suspected the Protectorate was doomed from the get-go. Reuben was mucking things up even before his mother's body was cold.
No. No, Reuben would not have gone against her. He was a stalwart protector of Arcadia to the end. We could all see his devotion. If he even attempted to bastardize the Protectorate cause, then we will have undone all of the matriarch's work.
She said as much in her correspondence with the first bishop, that the Arcadian experiment would only prevail so long as hubris was staved off. I have the record, if you wish to see it.
The matriarch hid her feelings well. Such correspondence had been lost to us, I thought. And now it appears we have fallen prey to the very thing she warned of. But surely it cannot be possible that I've gotten this wrong. All your so-called arguments are pure hearsay. You came here claiming so boldly that I would fail, but you have yet to provide any proof. So where is it? What do you have? Bah, a report. The abstract means little when compared to reality. Look outside. Is it failing now? That's not true. Despite how things appear at present, with time, this station, all of Arcadia, and all of its people will be made whole. So they will remain as shells upon reconstitution. Is that what you're saying? This would explain the anomalies we've encountered of late. I don't understand. Surely every step leading to this moment was in accordance to the grand plan. All the pieces fit. Either someone has made a terrible mistake, or this is merely a conspiracy to mislead us. And leave the traitors and invaders alive? No! Death is the only way forward. We can only be made pure from the ashes, despite whatever supposed proof you have to the contrary. Claim? If you cannot see the truth of my devotion written plain, then now I see why you are against me so. But you are wrong about the risk. We are losing this war. It is inevitable. The victors will brutally subdue us until we become corrupted. Until we forget our principles, our history, the very core of who we are. It is better that we perish together as proud Protectorate, proud Arcadians. Preserving our purity is a mercy. More than that, is it not love? Do you think I found pleasure from the pain I've wrought? No! I've only done what I must. A child, a society, cannot grow into its potential without firm correction. I would die to see that the Protectorate's legacy would not be tarnished. Just as I would die for its promise to be fulfilled, and its subjects to live in peace. As are you.
Taking cover. Non-jumping! I'm the one you need to worry about. Over here!
You're changed!
Recommended course of action. Silence.
Like me! Get the sprats!
Your curtain falls. for
Ready to take the
Eddie!
heat off you, Commander. Just say when.
Fall quickly and do our...
Seems all my considerable efforts here have been ill spent. Total rift destabilization is imminent. Our last resort is our only resort now. We need to fly the rift modulator in.
Knew there'd be a catch. Something we didn't plan for. On the bright side, Trista knows me 5 bits.
Brighten up, everyone. Not all of us need go, but, someone present will need to take one for the team. Oh, what's the point of living if you can't allow yourself the occasional moment of theatrics? The Order and I will use the schematics and the processed rift data to mass-produce modulators that are usable at a distance. These pesky rifts will soon no longer plague the colonies. If you're looking for a sap to fly that rickety rig, don't look at me. I intend to abscond back to my ship with those wonderful little schematics. I have plans for those plans. Good try. You do recognize I run a cutthroat meritocracy, yes? I'm a philosophical leader in the field of mercenary self-interest. You'll need to find someone else, I'm afraid. Now, hand over those schematics and make it snappy.
I don't like where this is headed.
Well, now, I suppose this is goodbye, isn't it? I should say how I appreciate you helping me gain control of Arcadia, to promise you it will be a better place for all, and avoid tearing up about how this all fell to you.
Knew it'd come down to us. Always does.
No need to belabor this. I will fly the ship. Back on greater tranquility, you wish to give me a chance to atone for my mistakes. I'd say that opportunity has come.
Correcting Agent DeVries' mission completion rate. Mission completion rate is now at 100%. Preparing posthumous commendations.
One who chooses not to die needlessly. But if you are set on this, I would still join you. This is my mission too, and I'll not back down if there are others to carry out the rest.
Building in this redundancy raises the likelihood of mission success by 67%.
Don't read so much into it, Commander. Let us go. Salvation awaits, Commander. I'm itching to reach it.
So, in the end, the commanders sacrificed themselves to save the galaxy. No one knew their motives or thoughts in those final moments, though legends grew around this mythical agent of the Earth Directorate all the same. Augustine DeVries went along, knowing nothing would make up for her actions. but at least she'd not have to live with her guilt any longer. Thanks to the commander's quick thinking in sparing it from the Vox station's fiery crash, Paradise Island's Fairfield remained a profitable company town for Auntie's Choice. Acquisitions Officer Carr enjoyed the perks and power that came with promotion for her asset-winning techniques on Paradise Island. Her rival, D.B. Milverstreet, meanwhile, seethed as he pushed cold morsels of borschtloaf around the plate of his microwave dinner. Auntie's Choice assumed control over the day-to-day workings of Matriarch's Mercy, the better to monitor their new colleagues in the Order. The monastery, however, returned to normal operation, tracking the clockwork of the grand plan. The monastery's abbot became a scapegoat for recent tragic events, having not detected Wiley's dastardly schemes. His superiors demoted him, mainly to show their corporatist allies that academics could keep their people in line too. Seer Wiley fled the Order and sought refuge in a backwater Arcadian town to contemplate his failings. As word of the ex-seer's arrival spread, people lined up for predictions. Forsaking the math that failed him, he offered obvious yet effective advice instead. After defending Fort Endurance against a fierce Mantisaur attack, Executive Warchek was awarded a commendation for profit-securing stalwartness, as well as promotion to regional manager. He eventually passed peacefully in his sleep at the scientifically astounding age of 6. Val continued to serve the Earth Directorate faithfully for many more years than should be possible, giving automechs like her everywhere a reputation as stable and reliable. As a result, more Valerie units were put into service, while fewer human agents were deployed into the field. As he rose through the Earth Directorate ranks, Niles pressed for a field directive to deploy the new Val units only when the situation posed significant risk. The policy reduced agent casualties by a significant margin. Oddly enough, in-office deaths increased by a not insignificant margin. Agent Niles Ibarra achieved the rank of commander, earning renown as a formidable agent, unafraid to challenge the status quo within the Earth Directorate. He recruited his friend Zebulon Tran to the Earth Directorate, a gesture of gratitude for not airing the Directorate's dirty laundry. Together, they vowed to reform the agency from within, so it might never again bargain with authoritarian governments. Ultimately, Niles rose to the position of Secretary General. His term saw the Earth Directorate at its most popular, or, in the eyes of corporations and tyrannical governments, most feared. Following Inez's humiliation of Auntie's Choice VP Willard Conan, the grafting program was shuttered forever. Inez ensured that all surviving grafted soldiers received full medical treatment and were compensated for their suffering. Those who died from the experiments were honored. Utilizing what he learned alongside the commander, Tristan attempted to reform Protectorate society from within. But with no authority figure to lead its subjects, the Protectorate was a shell of its former self. Asa finally achieved her dream of dying in a rift. All it took was a daring and blood-soaked heist of a modulator to create a rift that she then summarily leapt into. Thus Asa remained a fanatical member of the Glorious Dawn, spreading the truth of the rifts to her final agonized breath. With the modulator schematics shared as joint intellectual property, Auntie's Choice and the Order's partnership remained steady, despite the need for constant compromise. For a time, the Arcadia colony thrived. Auntie Cleo went through the motions of accommodating the Order, yet privately aspired to keep free trade anything but free. She began a new initiative. Any corporation or government that refused her trade conditions was promptly dealt with, either via takeover or strategic use of rifts. Auntie made her first public appearance in years, inspiring a fashion trend in bubble helmets. In no time at all, She won more public support than Ruth, which she sought to use as leverage when the time was right. Adrift without firm leadership, Protectorate subjects struggled with post-war life. A small band of hardliners collaborated to preserve their society in the face of Arcadia's new leadership. When Sovereign Varric was discovered in mental refreshment, the Order and Auntie's Choice bickered over what to do with him. They ultimately decided to announce his death, while letting him live the rest of his addled days behind closed doors aboard the undisputed claim. Until one day, Amos stumbled upon the Sovereign's private quarters and freed him, rocking the colony with a brief scandal. Despite the recent tumultuous events in Arcadia, it was business as usual for Free Market Station. Sub Rosa continued to supply the colony in the wake of the Commander's actions. Unable to die in their sacred rift after it was closed, the Glorious Dawn heeded a new calling, seeking the modulators needed to create new rifts, so that they could die in those instead. The dangerous experimental research of Marisol's contact from Point Obviation lived on, with a Seer predicted 11.9% probability of yielding a universe-ending catastrophe. Meanwhile, an entrepreneurial work group of chemistricians unveiled a new flavor of Purple Berry Crunch. The rift compromise between the Order and Auntie's Choice led to prioritized assistance for the colonies that agreed to favorable trading terms. The so-called Auntie's Loyalty Program tripled the corporation's net worth. Meanwhile, the Order was able to sermonize their version of scientism alongside Auntie's marketing and PR onslaught, at least to colonies in Auntie's Loyalty Program. Many outside died because their rifts weren't closed in time. All of these events turned on the decisive actions of the Earth Directorate Agent and their unique way of navigating Arcadia, its disparate factions, social complexities, ubiquitous product placement, and arsenal of absurdly satisfying weaponry. But through it all, and to this day, Earth has remained inexplicably dark.